Well, I have to jump into the beginning to amend this, that she actually did drop an amended lawsuit. And it was 163 pages. I guess she squeaked through. So, although I'm watching and waiting in this video, and then I say, did she just drop everything by dropping nothing? But she did drop it. But everything else in the video is still accurate. So I'm just going to post it anyway. But I guess I'll look at the amended complaint in the morning. Well, it is the morning, but you know what I mean, when I wake up and after I do this. Well, the timeline came and the amended lawsuit did not. Wow. I turned off my light because it's
GetLoveDreamingBeach.com.
Happy Monday. It's supposed to be Happy President's Day. Happy President's Day, but it's not happy at all. It's shit-tater day. Anyway, my kids are home. So SNL50 happened last night, and I just wanted to say, I feel like Justin should sue them, because how did they not become a further vehicle for defaming him by having Blake Lively, aka Blatant Lying, and her snake, her husband Ryan Reynolds. So they appear, there's I just saw a couple of shots of them getting out of the car, and one, I think, getting in the car or something, and it's one was them standing against the wall, another one was them getting out of the car, and people are like, hey, Ryan! It's wait, were they on some side back street, and they were like, okay, release the paid fans, cheer for us, and we're gonna hurry up. And then, people inside just have too much decorum. We're all Kevin Costner over here, what the fuck am I seeing and hearing? Is that really Blake Lively? Is that bitch down there? But wow, you're just gonna make a joke about destroying a man's life? How is that funny? How is you appearing it's so shamefully shameless? It's so cringe. Plantation princess and her plantation prince, who are destroying a man's life for no reason other than their own greed. I think it's funny to go to SNL 50th anniversary, and then it was Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, I think, and Amy was like, does anybody have any questions? So Ryan raises his hand. She's like, Ryan Reynolds. People clap, and he said, and then she's like, something, what's up? And he's like, why? What have you heard? How is that funny? How is that not further legal action for Justin to say, we are supposedly in the midst of this legal battle where I am fighting for my reputation, for my livelihood, for the fact that I've been fired from my agency, I've been let go from projects, my money that I can have coming in is threatened now because of your lies. You defamed me. You lied and said that I did these terrible things, and you're the one who did the terrible things. You started this mess. You dragged this into the spotlight, and now you're going to go and wave and smile and get up and make light about it? And then Blake Lively, her face, and I'm like, how are you going to act like when Ryan stood up and said, why, what have you heard? And then she looked up at him I can't even do whatever she did, but it was it seemed like I saw a video this morning where somebody was like, oh, Blake Lively was not pleased. And I'm like, this bitch is so pleased. She's so thrilled. She's just pretending. How are you? But it's just so creepy. It's so cringe. It's they know that the only reason some people are having decorum is because it's shocking. It's shocking that they would just show up and act like everything's cool. And then, but then there they are. And it's, I almost feel like, in a sense, it's like, you can't look away from the terrible thing. And people are like, oh my God, they're just like walking in here. Like, but then I start to wonder, like, at what point are people going to realize, wait, if I support them, if like Chevy Chase, if I stand here and take a picture, like the fact that he had 10 pictures in his carousel and they were the first pick. He had Eddie Murphy, he had Chris Rock, he had Dave Chappelle. He had so many famous people up in that bitch. And he put their picture first. It's like, wait, you want attention. It's almost as if he knows that it's going to draw a lot more than if it was just, maybe if it was any of those other people and him and been like, okay, cool, we already know y'all. Ain't no thing but y'all. But if he puts Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, people will flock to the post, even though it's negative. But that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point do you separate yourself because you're like, I am not going to take a hit for you financially because just for the shock value of standing next to you, like, do people have integrity anymore, though? That's the thing. Integrity doesn't seem to matter anymore. Integrity went out the window. And truth and facts all seem to have gone out the window. Even though people want to have this weird decorum, it's feeling very cult-like up in here. It's feeling very schmutzy and Hitler and Nazi and Hitler, in case if that wasn't clear. I don't know, do those words get banned now? But this whole, I'm going to pretend like everything's fine when I know goddamn well there's a giant fucking elephant in the room and it stinks, but I'm just going to like, ha ha ha, laugh and smile. That's literally how that all happened, I know that people are doing really fucking terrible, weird stuff, like literally right under my nose, but I don't want to get in trouble, so like, wow. And neither of them are even that talented. Neither of them are even that good looking. Like, I don't know, somebody said, oh wait, Dana, Daily Dose of Donna, posted these pictures, and like the third picture was a picture of them. I think it was from that night, although maybe it was from a different night. I don't know. I can't remember what dress Blake had on. I'm feeling like maybe it was like the premiere picture from the premiere. But anyway, his forehead looks so like weird, and I was like, oh my God, look at his face. And then I scrolled, and the next photo, it was just his face zoomed in. I was like, oh no, she didn't. And then somebody said in the comments, I can't help it, but I feel like Ryan looks like Jimmy Neutron. And I was like, I feel like that seems sort of familiar, but I don't really know what it looks like. So I was like, let me go to Google, Jimmy Neutron. Boop. Like, oh my God. Google it. Just look at Ryan Reynolds and Google it and just like ask yourself why is this happening? It's not funny though. It's not funny. It's really terrible. And I really feel like this is grounds for Justin to sue, because how fucking dare you? How dare you, SNL? How dare you, Ryan and Blake? How dare you make light of the fact that you are destroying a man's life? It's like, are you making fun? You're making light of the fact that you're destroying a man's life? You're making fun of the fact that your wife lied, that she was sexually harassed to destroy a man's life and steal his 5-year plus project and the $615,000 over budget, for just for her clothes and some for Justin. And, but they went into her closet and everything that she took based on lies that were meant to intimidate, to harm, to defame, to slander, like, and then they're out there acting like it's a joke. How does that not further defame him? Having people laughing at the severity and the seriousness of, you destroyed this man's life and now you have all these people laughing at it? Another lawsuit. That's what I say. Another lawsuit. Drop it. Come on, Brian Freeman. Is it Friedman or Freeman? I don't know. Do your work, because that's some bullshit. Like, what? People the business people need to start feeling it in their pockets for them to be like, oh no, I'm not letting you lose me millions of dollars too. I don't know, sick. GetLoveDreamingBeach.com. Let me turn on my light. So funny, I am waiting for Blake Lively to drop her amended complaint. I have my heating blanket. It is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025 at 11:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and still nothing. I have these tarot cards that I really don't, like, I'm not a tarot person really, like, I don't really get it. These are like learning ones. I do love this set. Okay, and they have like it has this cool key, it has all this cool information. Okay, anyways, I pulled this one. I was asking about, like, what's up? And I thought it was pretty funny because I'm wondering, did Blakey get feelings for Justin, who did not reciprocate, and then Ryan was jealous as a motherfucker, or what? That was funny. Let's see. And then we've got the Empress reversed. No result, self-limiting, conflict, difficulty in conception or childbirth. Congrats on your baby bump. Weakened maternal energies out of nature. The next one. Misinterpretation, misjudgment, lack of clear judgment, overcritical, lack of spiritual life, refuse to make a decision. That's funny as fuck when it is 55 minutes away from she's supposed to drop her shit. Four of Pentacles reverse. Unstable, money, material loss, save money, extremely miserly, excessive materialism, greed, need, spending, charity. I'll pull one more. I'll do two more. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Ignore interpersonal relationships, lonely, emptiness, depressed, dissatisfaction, overindulgence, materialism, luxury. My God, why are these so on point? Then this one's reverse, the Hanged Man. Selfishness, self-righteousness, martyr, false spirituality, neglecting spiritual development, persecution, despair, forgive. No, we don't. And then the final one I'm going to pull, I think this is for Justin. Four of Wands, prosperity, harvest, success, familial bliss, marriage, stability and peace, balance, harmonious, settle down. And we have that for, and one more for Justin. This is the Page of Cups, upright, emotional, innocent, focused, dreamer, imaginative, creativity, artistic, poetic, psychic, intuitive, sensitive, inspiring news. Well, that's cool. So I really just wanted to pop on and say it's 11:07. She has not dropped her amended complaint. I was asking ChatGPT about it. Apparently, U.S. District Judge Louis Lineman is overseeing the case. I'm reading over my phone. I'm going to do some orbs. That's a filter. Okay, I don't have a whole bunch of fucking orbs going through my apartment. So it seems as if I couldn't get any like definitive answer about. It seems as if the original complaint. It says the general consensus is that the court required more precise allegations or corrections to certain claims, but the specifics have not been publicly disclosed. And let me see what else. Again, reading my computer. As of 11:09 p.m. EST on February 18th, 2025, there is no public record indicating that Blake Lively has filed her amended complaint against Justin Baldoni. The court-mandated deadline for this filing is 11:59 p.m. EST today, which is in 51 minutes, 50 minutes. Regarding the reasons for the required amendment, specific details about the deficiencies in Lively's original complaint have not been publicly disclosed. However, it is common in legal proceedings for a judge to request an amended complaint to address issues such as vague allegations, insufficient evidence, or procedural errors. There is no public record describing what those are. Bitch lied. Look at that. Ooh. Well, maybe I should pause and come back in a little bit. I was kind of, I wasn't planning on dropping another video today because the video I just dropped is doing well. And like I said, if I see a video is doing decent and then I drop a new video, it just like kills the video that's doing well. So maybe I won't be in a rush to drop this, but interesting. Okay, more reading. So what is the possible outcome if she actually doesn't drop it? Motion to dismiss by Baldoni's legal team. Possible dismissal with or without prejudice. Request for an extension, which is unlikely to be granted. The bottom line, it's a high risk of case dismissal. If she misses the deadline, Baldoni's team will immediately argue for dismissal. Since the judge already found her original filing insufficient, allegedly, although there's no actual proof of that, but her failure to fix it will likely lead to dismissal, possibly with prejudice. And the difference, if it's dismissed without prejudice, that means the judge believes the case could still be fixed. The dismissal could be without prejudice, meaning she can refile, but she would need to start the process over. However, that's unlikely because in a way that would be kind of like giving her an extension. So dismissal with prejudice would be if the court finds that Lively's claims cannot be corrected or that she is engaging in delay tactics. The judge may dismiss the case permanently, preventing her from refiling it. And a request for an extension is unlikely to be granted because the judge has already denied an extension and said she could, he denied an extension, although actually granted her one, which was 3 days, because he said no, but you can do it on Monday, but Monday was President's Day, so it had to be Tuesday, so she literally got an extension of 3 days, okay? And if they do attempt to get an extension, the judge's reaction will be key, but the court will likely see it as an intentional delay and it could work against her. ChatGPT also says it's very common for plaintiffs to file an amended complaint and at the very last possible moment for strategic drafting, negotiation tactics. They think sometimes that it might reconsider granting an extension, although that's not likely. Very often in civil cases, amended complaints are filed in the final few hours. However, and it says if it's a high profile case, lawyers sometimes do wait to file until late at night to limit immediate media scrutiny, although that's absolute bullshit in this case. We know that. In this case, the media is all over it. It looks like she's scrambling or trying to delay. So Judge Lyman granted Blake Lively's motion to be exempt from mediation and discovery, which means she didn't have to participate in settlement talks mediation while she worked on amending her complaint. Mediation is often court mandated to ensure both sides to settle before a trial. Being exempt suggests the judge recognized that her case wasn't yet in a position to negotiate, and she didn't have to engage in discovery. She didn't have to engage in discovery during this amended complaint time yet. Normally, once a lawsuit is filed, both sides start a discovery process, meaning they must share evidence, depose witnesses, and answer legal questions. Since her complaint was deemed deficient, discovery was paused because there was a chance the case might get dismissed if she didn't fix the issues. Why was she given this exemption? The exemption was not a win for Lively. It was more like a, quote, fix your case first or it won't move forward situation. If she doesn't file the amended complaint on time, Baldoni can push for dismissal without ever having to go through discovery. It suggests the court saw major flaws in her original complaint and gave her a chance to fix them before forcing Baldoni's side to engage in discovery, which is another way of saying we are not going to make him hand over a whole bunch of evidence. We're not going to make him show everything that he's got when your shit isn't even fucking on the up and up. Courts don't want to waste defendants' time and resources responding to lawsuits that might not even move forward. And then further clarification, mediation is a process where parties attempt to resolve disputes with the help of a neutral third party. Courts often require mediation to encourage settlement and reduce the burden of litigation. In this case, both Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni declined the court's mediation program, stating that settlement discussions were premature. Judge Lyman granted their motion to be exempt from mediation, acknowledging, why can't I say that? Acknowledging that both parties agreed mediation was inappropriate at this stage. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. In other words. Exemption from discovery protocols. Discovery is the pre-trial phase where parties exchange information and evidence relevant to the case. The exemption from discovery protocols mean that the parties are not required to engage in this exchange while the complaint is being amended. This approach prevents unnecessary legal expenses and efforts on a complaint that may change or be dismissed, bitch. Therefore, the exemption from mediation and discovery allows Lively's team to focus on amending the bitchin' fucking complaint without the immediate obligations of settlement discussions or evidence exchange. Okay. Oh no, it got me somehow upside down. I thought I could show the date and time, but it's got me fucked up. Can't seem to find a time one. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about how they showed up at SNL50 and made that ridiculous joke. And I wanted to point out how there's not a chance in hell that Blake didn't know every single thing that was going to happen and be said. there's no way that her reaction wasn't pre-planned. She was all smiles. Then when he got up, she looked at him like, then looked at the stage like, but then immediately started smiling. She had the biggest smiles I've ever seen all night. They were all like, hee, kiki, giggle, 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 when they were standing there getting their picture taken. Like, could you fake the funk any fucking funkier? Could you fucking pretend any harder? Your smiles are so cheesy. Ah, we're so happy. What have you heard? Did you see that Brendan Sklenar is kind of trying to skirt away from Blake? What happened? You're not going to get the Wolverine part after all, or are you? He's apparently going to be in some movie by Paul Feig. The, another Simple Favor guy who's like, I'm her biggest fan. Okay. Did it drop? You did it again. It's not that time. Blake Lively amended complaint. There's my mic. You can see me. It's 11:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. Looking for her amended complaint. Not finding it.
And husband Ryan Reynolds, which is expected to include new details of the dispute. It may add amended complaint from Blake and husband Ryan Reynolds, which is expected to include new details of the dispute.
It may add new parties, may add some new claims. While that's happening, the discovery is going to be ongoing, and there will be depositions. So we're just getting into the real guts of the case and the fact finding.
I have a question.
The latest move comes 2 days after the couple showed up to SNL's 50th anniversary red carpet, and Ryan did this.
Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Did this.
Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Reactions? De Niro and Spielberg laughed. Anya Taylor-Joy seemed to roll her eyes, and Kevin Costner appeared to look for Blake's response, with one person tweeting, Kevin Costner's face says it all. But the big question is, could the appearance backfire?
Yes, hell yes.
I don't really think so. They weren't admissions in any way.
See, look at how she smiled.
Family showed support for Blake on Instagram, just sidestepped the drama with his appearance on CBS Mornings.
Are you Team Blake or Team Jess? He said, I don't speak English, Gail.
Team it ends with us. I just want people to remember why we made the movie in the first place.
Yeah, why didn't you say that before, bitch?
Just keeping the focus on that.
Yeah.
Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard? Yeah, okay. Well, my question is that, you know that the materials that they made the cone heads with, are those edible?
Edible? No, and based on them being made in 1975, I'd assume that they're highly toxic.
Oh, okay. So if somebody, hypothetically took a couple of nibbles backstage and, got excited, should they go to the hospital or should they?
Yes, they should go to the hospital right away.
Good.
Good luck.
The Audi
Heads with?
alluding to the drama.
Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard? Yeah, okay. Well, my question is that you know that the materials that they made the cone heads with, are those edible?
Edible? No, and based on them being made in 1975, I'd assume that they're highly toxic.
Oh, okay. So if somebody, hypothetically took a couple of nibbles backstage and, got excited, should they go to the hospital or should they?
Yes, they should go to the hospital right away.
Good.
Good luck.
The outing marked
Edible?
Yeah, okay. Well, my question is that you know that the materials.
alluding to the drama.
Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard? Yeah, okay. Well, my question is that you know that the materials that they made the cone heads with, are those edible?
Edible? No, and based on them being made in 1975, I'd assume that they're highly toxic.
Oh, okay. So if somebody, hypothetically took a couple of nibbles backstage and, got excited, should they go to the hospital or should they?
Yes, they should go to the hospital right away.
Good.
Good luck.
The outing marked Blake and Ryan's first public appearance together since the beginning of their legal battle with Blake's It Ends With Us co-star just.
Well, the timeline came and the amended lawsuit did not. Wow. I turned off my light because it's freaking midnight. I don't really want this in my face, but I did want to just update. The time passed. She didn't drop it. So I also did want to read this though. People magazine put out this article. Let's see. Yesterday at noon, Blake Lively knows it will be a long year with Justin Baldoni lawsuit. How she's getting through it. Exclusive source. A source tells people that Lively, quote, feels more ready now to embrace the spotlight after she and Ryan Reynolds attended the SNL50th anniversary special, which was, I think Justin should sue for that. I think she loves this, like I previously said. She's so desperate. She's just trying to focus on good things as she prepares to release her next movie, Another Simple Favor. Quote, Blake felt a bit anxious about attending the SNL anniversary. She still thought it was the perfect opportunity to ease back into the spotlight. The fuck? The source says. They had many friends attending, and as soon as they arrived, they received a warm welcome. It was a great event, end quote. Yeah, right. During the SNL50 special, Reynolds, 48, participated in a bit from the audience as Lively sat beside him. Before a larger gag about the Coneheads, Reynolds seemingly made a joke about the headline making the legal battle with Baldoni 41. Oh, Blake wouldn't mind staying out of the spotlight for longer, but she has to get back to work with Anna Kendrick soon anyway, the source adds. Quote, she feels more ready now. She knows it will be a long year with continued drama, but she's just trying to focus on the good things. Her family's everything to her, end quote. Just fucking gag me, bitch. You're so disgusting. Ludicrous. Just such an entitled cunty bitch. Like, I'm just going to destroy a man's life and steal all his movie and all his work and change everything and destroy it all. And then when it fucking backlashes because I'm a fucking bitch and everybody noticed that, I'm going to, like, turn around and blame him. Ruin his life. And just lie. I'm going to double down and triple down and quadruple down. I'm going to fucking... And then... I bet you she's going to say, oh my God, my kid got sick and I'm horrified by the timing. Just like she miraculously, horrifically, her kid got sick. The moment she was supposed to go film those scenes, she'd already said she wasn't ready to film and she wanted to push and wait. And when she was told no, she found another way to get her way. Right? So... My theory is she's gonna, my kid was in the hospital. My kid got sick. And that's why my lawyers couldn't finish their job. Or, I mean, the other thing, like, didn't they just literally say, oh, we want 2.5 years of Justin Baldoni's phone records and internet searches and shit like that? The level of, like, double standard that they obviously think that they are entitled to, and like, not even, okay, covert or overt. Covert is like covered, hidden. Overt is open, visible. So they are overt, like they are openly showing. Well, we think there's different rules that apply to us. When the lawyer's house and office is burning down, that still doesn't justify an extension. We want an extension, though, just because. Well, we need an extension because we're trying to find people who are willing to lie, and we can't. We don't have any actual facts or evidence. We have to manufacture it. So, how can we manufacture the evidence this fast? We need a lot more time. We need to maybe put more pressure on somebody. Maybe we need to like find some money. Like we got to find a way. We got to scrounge up. We gotta try. So, you see the difference. Justin was like, here's 179 pages. Oh, here's another 225 pages. Oh, here's a whole fucking website. Here's everything, bitch. Here's video. Here's video with audio. Here's the scene that you thought there was no mics. You didn't even know. You were telling me to shut down production and take an insurance month because my nose is too big, aka get a nose job. You thought there was no mics, so you were just letting it fly, bitch. You were directing me. You were telling me where to stand. You're talking about the lighting, telling me how the scene should go. We won't shut the fuck up. Blah, 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 blah. Me. It's me. I'm Blake, and me and Ryan. We do this, we do that. So we should do this and that because it's me. Get my shoes, get the fancy heels. We saw you, bitch. What is she going to come out with now? What's her excuse going to be for missing the deadline? Anyway, let me see if I can pull it up.
How's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
She's smiling.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my question is that that the materials that they made the cone heads with are those edible?
Edible? No. And based on them being made in 1975, I'd assume that they're highly toxic.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
So if somebody
he's toxic.
Hypothetically
They
took a
are
couple
highly
of nibbles
toxic. How about
backstage
that?
and got excited, should they go to the hospital or should they?
Yes, they should go to the hospital right away.
Good.
Good luck.
Dowdy.
Heads with?
They should go right away. I wonder what they did.
Alluding to the drama.
Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Faking. She's faking. She's pretending
Okay. Well, my question
to
is
be
that
shocked.
the materials that
Now
they made the
she's
cone
smirking.
heads with are those
She's
edible?
immediately smiling.
Edible? No. And based on them being made in 1975, I'd assume that they're highly toxic.
Oh, okay. So if somebody hypothetically took a couple of nibbles backstage and got excited, should they go to the hospital or should they?
Yes, they should go to the hospital right away.
Good.
Good luck.
Dowdy Mark.
Good luck. Toxic.
Yeah.
Her
Okay. Well,
face
my question is that
is
that the
shocked. Now look at his face.
Alluding to the drama.
Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard? Yeah. Okay. Well, my question is that that the materials that they made the cone heads with are those edible?
Edible? No. And based on them being made in 1975, I'd assume that they're highly toxic.
Oh, okay. So if somebody
Share.
hypothetically took a couple of nibbles backstage and
What is this joke
got excited,
anyway?
should they go to the
This is
hospital
not even
or
funny.
should they?
It doesn't even make sense.
Yes, they should go to the hospital right away.
Good.
They call him toxic.
Dowdy marked Blake
and
and
say
Ryan's
you should go to the
first
hospital
public
right
appearance
away.
together
Good
since
luck.
the beginning of their legal
That's
battle.
what I'm getting out of
Blake's
it.
It Ends With Us co-star.
Scarlett Johansson was born on November 22, 1984. Ryan Reynolds was born on October 23, 1976.
Blatant Lie was born August 25th, 1987. So my takeaway in the dark here, it's almost 1 a.m. Can you see me in my cool, let me see if I can kind of see me in there. Okay, so it's almost 1 a.m. It's Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, February 9th, 2025. 5 minutes away from 1 a.m. Let's see. Did she drop it late? Oh. So the last thoughts I just wanted to share was that, that's my pillow. Ryan Reynolds was born in 1976. I was thinking if they had said those came out in 1976, they're probably toxic. And I didn't make this up. I did hear somebody saying it, like maybe they were calling him toxic. However, if you were born in 1976, you were probably conceived in 1975. Now I'm really reaching. But like, he made a dumb joke. It was scripted. They knew it was going to happen. And Blake obviously knew. Blake's fake shock face. And then, she looked at him like, and looked. And then like literally instantly she's smiling. So obviously she wasn't actually shocked. She was obviously in on it. It's still pretty gross. It's so gross. I feel like it's gross enough that Justin's lawyers should, not only should they, immediately move for dismissal of her case, but they should potentially sue SNL and them again. Like, you are in the middle of a lawsuit, you are defaming me, you are ruining my life, and yet you're going to go on SNL and make a fucking joke. You're going to crack a joke. Oh, what have you heard? And make light of destroying my life? That's not okay. It's not okay for SNL to do it, and it's certainly not okay for Ryan and Blake to do it. And they need to be told this isn't okay. Pay up, motherfuckers. That's what I want to see. I want to see her case gets dismissed because there's no merit. She missed the deadline to prove that there was merit and that she had actual evidence. And so her case should be dismissed with prejudice. And then, because if it's not with prejudice, then it's essentially giving her the extension she wanted and a do-over. And if you're going to come with all of this stuff and you literally have no evidence, if she had evidence, she would have poured the evidence out, just like Justin poured out the evidence of his innocence and of her lying and her guilt and their manipulation and their abuse and their takeover and their harassment and their defamation and all of it. Okay? So unbelievable. But maybe SNL was saying, you're toxic. You need to leave right away. Good luck. Because you're going to fucking need it. But I still think it was wrong that they even let them be there. And some people are like, what is she supposed to do? Hide away in her house? Yes, you hide away in your house. It's probably a mansion anyway. You probably have nannies and cooks and cleaners and personal shoppers. And you can buy anything you want online. But, or go on a vacation and stay holed up over there in a mansion with hundreds of acres and a private beach, Oh, woe is me. It's so hard to be you, Muffin. Unreal. Well, let's see what the fuck she's gonna say in the light of day. And I expect Justin's lawyers will be ready for the dismissal, or I think the judge should just dismiss it without even being prompted, because what the fuck? Like, there has to be some level of accountability over here. Like, somebody please stand up and fucking do the right thing. My God. All right, good night.
At lovedreamingpeach.com.